Remember that one time when He-Man was in Street Fighter? Because look at that's definitely a He-Man face. Let's get into our Street Fighter 2, The Final Challengers, Ken from Jada Toys. And yes, this is Nostalgia Rebox, but hey, we're gonna have some fun over here on this channel too, and do a review of Ken from Street Fighter. Now, what do we got from the front of the box? Is same thing we've seen with the other ones. So we have some health bars. We've got basically a little arcade setup, right? And the side of the box, that stuff, and the side of the box is that stuff. Okay, reset the brain. Back of the box, we have basically kind of like a little tease, I'm guessing, of all the characters they're gonna give us, because we've essentially seen, I think, almost every single one of these except for Zangief, right? We haven't seen him, right? Anyway, here we go with Ken. Let's open it up and see what this guy's all about. And yeah, if you watched the Ryu or Q video, then you pretty much already know what this guy is, because it's Street Fighter, and they were just copy clones of each other until later on when they all got their like specialties of their abilities. Like he was better at doing the uppercut punch. And Jada giving us the backdrops for the character from their stage, and you know Ken, Mr. Yacht Boy. Now, unlike Ryu or whatever you want to call him, because the way you called him when you were a kid, you grew up that way, this guy's name is pretty straightforward. Ken is Ken, English and Japanese. Is he basically what we got with Ryu? Let's check it out. The answer is yes. So you get the same hands, of course, you get the fists, you get alternate heads, and then you get the stand and the effect, which both of them have their fists in there because, you know, it's the same move and it's the same sculpt. But now, whoops, now it is in this kind of two-tone red, which I actually visually like a lot more than just a solid blue. I mean, this is nice and it looks good, but this just is it's two tones, which just seems nicer. Whatever. But the alternate heads between the two of them are also basically the same. It's just the difference of those intense eyebrows that he's got and the hair, right? I mean, these are very similar characters. Obviously the sculpt is different, but they're very similar characters from the game, so they should look visually similar in action figure form. Now, he noticeably is a bit orangey, kind of yellow skinned, like too much. That the two-player version that you can get from Walmart is actually like a better looking representation. And then this Ken, which also still looks really good, and it has like wash effects going on here to give him some tonage, man. He's freaking ripped, bro. And in my other review, when I took his shirt off, people were like, you know, you can just undo the belt and then take the shirt off that way. But where's the fun in that, folks? You tell me, huh? Where's the fun in that when you can do it like this and just like work it down his body nice and slow? Anyway, what do we got in the details here? So let's look at these faces. We have the alternate head, which is looking just fine, okay? It's just fine. It is a $25 figure, which is some of the best value figure prices, brands, words that are out there. And even his hair has some lowlights in there, so there's like a wash or whatever going on to give it some depth, and that's very nice to have that for this price. I mean, it's pretty crazy. The alternate hands, same thing that we got over here, but just with a brown finish, and of course the skin tone just being a little bit different. Left and right of that, we have his body, which is nice. It's got this soft rubbery finish for the top, and then the hard plastic everywhere else, which of course is expected. Now this is this exact same figure, so there's not a whole lot to say about this guy, right? It's just, if you've seen this guy, you've seen this guy, but maybe this is the first time you've seen a video of me doing a Jada Street Fighter. So what do we got to talk about? We got some butterfly joints in the shoulders, which is great, the head and neck articulation, so you get way more than you would expect, and then the crunch, which is fantastic. The legs, perfect splits, double jointed, you got thigh swivel, and the ankles. I mean, every level of articulation you would want in a figure is here. Now, what I would want beyond this are just like, I don't know, alternate hands maybe, but this is probably, because it's a video game from Super Nintendo, you get fists and you get those. That's probably it, right? I don't think there's really anything else you could get in here. Now, the Chun-Li figure that came out, this one, she also comes with an alternate head, which is here, and if you get the two-player version, which they recently announced, when different colors, she comes with extra heads and extra hands. So look, this is probably a very fast review because there's not a lot to say. It's a good looking figure. It's fantastic. If you're collecting this line at all, then you need to get them all, because it's this, that's how it works, right? You can't have one without buying all of them. And their effects work really well with other lines. Like, I've used this a lot with my Dragon Ball Z figures, or Dragon Ball in general. And then this one, it comes with a Mega Man, you could also use, because don't they have like little dainty Hadokens that they shoot? And then this is the, like, kind of the bigger powerful one with the, use the strong punch. And you could probably also use it with her and her move. Anyway, that's it, folks. That was easy, quick, simple. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you didn't, then whatever, click this dislike, I don't care. But you made it this far, so something's right. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see another Jada Toys review, then click the top link there, or the bottom one. That's up to you. Which one caught your attention? Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.